What? It's on. It's already on. Hello. Hello. Well, fuck. I don't like that.
Welcome everybody back
better.
to
Ooh,
Late
what
Night
happened?
Snacks, where the
What
fun
happened?
never stops.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You get shit if I can't get you on camera.
We're like
All
a
right, there
mixed bag of cookies. So
How's that?
You're
Okay.
good.
That light is
You're
watching. That's
good.
terrible. You think? Nah. Come on now.
Michael, sit
Maybe.
on the
Just talk.
floor.
I am on the floor. What are you talking about?
Well,
So we are here to talk about season 10 of American Horror Story, which is Double Feature Part 2, Death Valley, Episode 8, Inside, which is actually Episode 2 of Death Valley, but we're calling it Episode 8 because it's as a whole.
Because they're calling it Episode 8. And
they're
because
calling it
it is
episode 8, so we're calling
Right.
it Episode 8.
It is Episode 8. It is the 8th episode of season 10.
I am one of your miraculous hosts, Irish Smelly, along with the illusionist. I don't know what else to call you. Lufrius. What should I call you?
Lufrius?
That
What the hell
guy.
is Lufrius?
I don't know. I have
You
no
made
idea
that
what
up.
to call you tonight after that.
There's no word called Lufrius. It's just coming glowing. I don't know. God, that light sucks. I
God,
can't do it.
you're making me
And
blind.
the beautiful
Look at there.
Dewanda.
Hey, everybody. Okay. Well, let's see.
Work.
While that guy is trying to figure out his camera
I did.
angle
Just get my arms
here,
gonna get sore though.
let us find out who's in the comments tonight, shall
Killer
we?
who?
Bum, bum, bum. Chat.
Oh shit.
So Blaze is in the house.
What up,
Hey,
Blaze?
Blaze.
Blaze. Maureen is back.
Hey, Maureen. Missed you, girl.
Maureen.
All right. And we also have Julie Green in the house.
Julie.
God damn it, I didn't turn off notifications. Hi, Julie.
We also have Adam Kidd.
Hi, Adam. Who's Adam?
Adam.
Adam's been
I'm
here
gonna be
before.
airing. Yes, I am. It's gonna be airing during impeachment.
Let's see.
And I'm gonna watch it after. Watch what?
Oh, our lovely Debbie Ebby is in the house.
Debbie.
Me and Debbie are on the same page tonight. Can you fucking believe it? It's mind blowing.
All right.
Mind blowing.
And we also have someone new in the house.
DJ.
DJ
Late Night
Zero.
Snacks.
What's
Let's go.
up?
Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
Let's see. Who else do we got? And I think that's all we got right
Oh, we
now.
got C. Williams.
Oh,
C. Williams.
And you can't forget
Where's
the
B?
one, the only BRT.
that's true.
Our
yeah,
guidance
he snuck right past me.
Hiding. He's hiding like a
hiding.
ninja.
Ninja.
Would that surprise you guys if B was pretending to be a ninja? Come on.
No,
No.
he'd be Ninja. He'd fit right in the Ninjago team.
Oh, yes. And yes, C. Williams, we did not forget about you, I promise.
Nice. Miami.
Miami, sweet.
Nice and
Is it
warm
hot?
right now.
Is it hot? Warm. Miami's
What
like
does
a
everybody
freaking
have
sauna.
for a snack tonight?
Something special.
Oh.
Da, da, da.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to show that.
Nice.
There it is. The one and only
There it
50th
is.
anniversary. We got, let's see here. Fruit Brute, my favorite. Yummy Mummy.
That's a big ass box.
Count Chocula. Frankie Berry. I'm a big ass boy. Frankie Berry. And Blueberry somewhere. Where's he at? Blueberry. And it says all these little games on the side. And look, you can go to the website. You can watch them sing the song. Fabulous. Basically,
Oh,
review.
that's cool. They made it
Here's a review.
interactive.
It's all the cereals. It's all the cereals mixed. Just different kernels and stuff of the mixed cereal. Tastes like fucking Frankenberry. It's exactly what it tastes like. The strawberry is more overpowering than anything, and that's what it tastes like. It's like a different color box of Frankenberry. I was like, it's so disappointed. I was like, oh boo.
And you probably spent 3 times as much on it.
I know. I wanted Fruit Root, but it's cool. It's a cool box. Maybe it's
All
exciting.
Right. And of course, I have my usual, which is goldfish crackers, which we all love.
Yeah, you gotta get the gay goldfish.
No, they don't have any flavor.
Yeah, they do. They taste like gay. They taste like ass.
She's just mad because they're not the flavor blasted ones. We know she loves the flavor blasted ones. She needs that extra punch of cheddar.
That stuff is potent. That
I
extra
need
blast.
the extra. I need the extra flavor. What can I say?
That's potent. That's like woof. That's cheddar. That's some cheese shit. Nuke is here.
And
Nuke.
look,
Ah,
I
Nuke.
have chili
Ooh.
cheese nachos.
sweet. Ooh, yum.
They are good.
There he is. Hi, Nuke. Say hi, everybody.
Ew.
Hi, Nuke. Okay.
Let's see. B's got his usual Nutrigrain bar.
Well, there you
Nice.
go. Be the man of consistency.
Let's see.
Homemade caramel. No, stop.
Ooh.
Shut up.
Stop. Caramel cheesecake.
Oh, vegan? You're out.
Mm.
Put it away.
Oh, she has to though.
Vegan
Nice.
and gluten free? No.
She has to.
But you rock it out, Deb. I'll pretend it's not vegan.
But cheesecake? Oh, I'm all over that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but vegan cheesecake, it's based on the dairy. How does it taste, Deb? Let us know. Give us a review. I used to live with a vegan, and it's like that stuff is like you're not. He used to tell me all the time, taste these chicken nuggets. They taste just like chicken nuggets. I'm like, you're lying through your fucking ass. No, they don't.
Beef
God.
jerky will always be beef jerky. Damn it.
That's
That's
right.
gross. What does it taste
All
like?
right.
Okay, recap. This
So
will be
here
fun
we
because it's
go.
all over the damn place. So basically, we're not gonna do scene by scene recap. Let's just do a generalized recap because we got another little special to talk about with the interview. But this episode basically kind of gives some history about what they found after the landing or the crash landing and everything. So we find out that the president. We get more introduction to Nixon as well. Nixon, before his presidency, and you got Eisenhower, and we're also introduced to John F. Kennedy. And basically, what is happening in this little circle is we're finding out that
and Marilyn Monroe.
yeah, we'll get to Maryland, yeah, but in this little circle, they're telling us, wait,
Look,
oh, good, okay,
she made it from scratch.
is that Ike was very hesitant about allowing the aliens came in and they basically tell them we are going to give you technology, but you need to cooperate with us. We're in charge of this mess.
Yeah.
And Ike gets more and more hesitant as time goes by because he's like, this is sinister. Something's up with this. This is some bullshit. And then it even jumps forward in time. There's a couple of time jumps in here that was a little confusing, but it jumps forward into Jack Kennedy's presidency and how he's just finding out, meaning that he didn't get briefed on this when he just became president or whatever. He's like just kind of finding out, and he finds out from Marilyn Monroe of all people that Marilyn Monroe was supposedly abducted, and they're in bed fucking, and she tells him about the aliens, and he's like, oh, and so they talk about that, and then we find out, just long story short, we find out from Ike that his wife Mamie was abducted, and she's a freaking alien during all this, and she's telling him that
she was pressuring him the whole time,
pressuring him
big time.
Well, basically what she does is she brings Nixon into it, and she as the alien brings Nixon into it and says, look, if you want your presidency to succeed, then you need to cooperate with this stuff. You need to grab this by the balls, and you go all out with it, and your presidency will be popular. And Ike's a pussy, and don't freaking listen to what he says. We're trusting in you, Nixon. And then Ike finds out from Nixon that it was his wife that conned him into this mess, and he goes home to confront her, and it's freaking crazy. Was Sarah Paulson playing the alien? It was great scene.
Can we just say that she played a badass? Like, I love her as Mamie.
Oh
but
yeah,
she played a badass looking fucking alien.
Yeah, she did. And the vocoder on the voice is like really cool. It's really neat.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a nutshell of the black and white of the 50s kind of time. Oh, this goes into Jack Kennedy's assassination. We didn't see the assassination, but we do get the phone call. Eisenhower gets the phone call that he had been shot.
We hear the news report.
News report, yeah.
And that even solidifies Eisenhower's thoughts about this whole, the hesitancy with the aliens, and basically Eisenhower is the one.
Yeah, but when him and Nixon talked, they set it up. They knew that he was going to get killed.
Nixon conned him because of his wife. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like it's nuts. If this was really a real thing, what a conspiracy! I mean, this is like crazy ass interpresidency shit.
I loved it.
And to parallel with American Crime Story that's going on right now, it's so neat. It's so neat to see the parallel.
Wait, the Dick Sweats.
Oh, Dick Sweats, yeah. Oh God, what was that? Oh yeah, they're talking about Dick Nixon sweating, his ball sweating or some shit. It's funny. Oh my god. So that's the nutshell of the kind of history. If we talk about other stuff as if we gloss over it, the actress who played Marilyn Monroe is great. The actor that played John Kennedy, his voice is great. He doesn't look anything like Kennedy.
No.
Nothing. I didn't know that was supposed to be. I knew it was supposed to be Nixon. I knew it was supposed to be Eisenhower. I knew it was supposed to be Ms. Eisenhower. Kennedy? No, I didn't know who the fuck that was until they started saying it was. It looks nothing like Kennedy. But anyway,
he looks like one of these younger actors from one of like the superhero shows.
Well, we got to remember Kennedy was very young. I mean, we've all seen pictures of him. Kennedy's world famous for his look, but he was only 35 when he became in the presidency. He was a young man when he went to the presidency. So,
because I believe it was like 35, because that's the minimum age to be president.
Kennedy, the real man, looked a lot older. He looked a lot more aged for what he was. But to have a young actor play him, it really solidifies how young Kennedy was. And to remember, this is almost just like a boy, as president of the United States. It's pretty amazing. So our future stuff is where shit's good. Whoa, let me tell you. Okay, first off, we have the introduction. We'll talk about Leslie's interview in a minute, but we have the introduction of Leslie's character, and her name is
Calico. That's what it was.
Calico. So basically, what happens is we catch up with our four college fucktards, okay, and they're all pregnant. They all go into the office into the clinic, and they're like, "Well, I'm 2 dudes are pregnant, and this is crazy, and there ain't no ways they're aliens, and what the hell's going on?" I'd be in a psych ward by now, but anyway, I'd be like, "Call Oprah, we're pregnant." So so they're all in there, and Isaac's free. Oh, Isaac is Troy. He's freaking out, and anyway, so the office, they're in the office. This is some crazy shit. So they're in the office and they're waiting, and they say, well, the nurse or tech or whatever goes, I'll be right back. I gotta go see there's crazy stuff on the sonogram. So she goes in the next room and gets shot. They freaking somebody comes in here and shoots all these freaking doctors and nurses like right there, and then the 4 kids are like, oh my god, it was like gunshots. Well, they're all freaking out. You one of the best surprises. You did not see that shit coming. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, so they drugged them and dragged
so they get drugged and they basically get abducted by the government, which was such a cool thing to see, because this whole thing's been about abduction of aliens, and these motherfuckers are getting abducted by the government, and we get into the abduction area, this big hospital kind of wing where they're floating in the air, like laying on these imaginary tables, just like floating in the sky. And it's all white and it's all pristine. It's really cool. And here comes the bitch herself. She come walking in here in a big old Lady Gaga outfit and crap, and like she's at the Met Ball or something or other. And she's got that cool ass voice too. This is Angelica. Angelica. She's she's the mother alien, or the nurse alien, or whatever she's going to end up being. But she's like right. We're to believe she's the big guru of this pregnancy scheme. We don't know if she's the big guru of the aliens species themselves, but she is of this, at least of this experiment of this pregnancy. And the way she moved, oh my god, the way she played it and the way she moved is just almost in slow motion, almost really alien, really almost unreal. It's beautiful. She didn't have to take the mask off. It was absolutely beautiful.
Her character name is.
Who's that call up? There you go. Huh?
Yeah. Her character name is Theta.
Theta, which means there's a meaning to it. It's the company. That's the company. No. That's the company that made the microwaves. They made the microwaves in that time. Yeah. So she's telling these kids that thank you. Your contribution to this experiment is going to be astronomical, and you'll be well rewarded. And Troy, he's like, what do you mean? To save the human race? And she says, no, to save our race, and that kind of stuff. But there's also like a whole like holding area, a cafeteria. It seems like a real like hospital or training center or school or something, but really pristine. And we get into this cafeteria kind of area, and this is where we see Calico. And this is a great character for Leslie. I really, really like this character for Leslie. It's really on the energy level, it's kind of the same as her Red Tide character, but it's her attitudes and stuff and her values are completely different. Like almost complete opposite. And she's fun. Again, they always give Leslie really like quirky kind of things to say. And she's basically our as the audience, she's our information. Calico's going to provide us with the information of what's going on in this hospital, this thing. She's basically saying, people come in, they don't leave. Occasionally, one will leave it, and they all seem so fine with it. That's what the weird thing about the whole thing is they're all in this big old ass experiment.
No, she said they're one and done, except some like her are annuals.
Yeah, and they're just like fine with it. They're just like, oh, it sounds like us. We're annuals, and this is like no big deal. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And so, so we get some information from her. We're just now meeting her character, and then the majority of this stuff is happening inside this sterile, like birthing center.
And we know with the next episode, based on the preview, we're going to get a lot more of Calico.
Yeah, a lot more of Calico. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so she's an important character, apparently.
Yeah. The end of this episode goes to Troy's getting ready to have his baby, and I was like, oh, my baby's having a baby. And it's all creepy and shit, and stomach's like all bubbling and gurgling, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna die, and this is where we see Angelica's face, and she removes the mask, got the one freaking alien eye, and then the other's really pretty. You're like, woo! And that's when she reveals to Troy that you are part of the salvation of our race. We're gonna kill all you guys off. And we're here to you guys are food, or you guys are experiments for us. And we're like,
we're going to save Earth. We're not going to save Earth.
Yeah, we're not going to save Earth. You're saving us. So that's an interesting juxtaposition versus just destroying Earth or taking over Earth. They're like, no, we need you to save us through these experiments. And basically, the experiments we're creating a new race. They're trying to create a new race of beings that are stronger and better than the race of beings that are dying off on their land or whatever it is. And that's where we leave the episode. There was a little bit of Amelia Earhart stuff in there. They kind of clarified what happened to her. And then there was the patient zero, that woman, Timothy's mother. They went into some information about her and what happened to her. What the fuck happened? She went over blowing people's heads all off in there at some point. Where was she at? She came floating in somewhere.
Yeah.
Crazy bitch floating in the air and then looking at people blowing their heads off.
Debbie, of course, has information for us because that's
okay, go ahead.
That good. Theta
go, Debbie.
Is the 8th letter of the Greek alphabet. I think she's the 8th successful hybrid experiment. The Amelia experiment failed.
Yeah.
Who's the 8th? Angelica?
Yeah.
Angelica. Well, what about the first patient zero? She didn't fail. Did she?
We don't know.
Oh, well, is she patient zero though? She's just abducted. I don't think they gave her a baby. Did that? We don't know if they gave her a baby or not.
Who?
She's just the first. The Timothy's mother, floating around the sky, blowing off people's heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't pregnant, was she?
No, she was just a host body.
She was just blowing up people's heads.
She was just information.
Maureen's giving you a major compliment here.
try and keep it light. Try to keep it fun. Anyway, and create some hashtags out of this. Go ahead, Debbie. Create a hashtag. Who the fuck is that? Okay, so anyway, we do get a preview for next week. I didn't watch it, so whatever. Next week it's on. Guess what? We're gonna have more aliens next week. There's your preview. All right. Questions, comments, thoughts, concerns. Anybody need to sing a song, do a dance, worship, get naked, whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
No, you guys. No, seriously, you guys got anything to add on the episode?
Yeah.
It was okay. Our review. Wait, I didn't get no damn review yet. Our review.
All right.
Holy shit!
Review.
This. I said in our group chat last night. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Oh yeah. I said in our group chat last night. I said this. Everything that I ever bitch about Ryan and about the show. This is exactly why I bitch about Ryan. Because when he does shit like this, it absolutely proves me right. Because this was everything that I ever wanted out of TV or movies or entertainment was right here in this episode last night. It was original. The story was original. The cast, the characters were original. The twists and turns were original. You didn't see a lot of them coming. They were jumping out of your shit like, holy fuck! What? It was entertainment. It was high class entertainment. There was nothing like, oh, okay, I bet you this is gonna happen because this is connected and Pepper pissed on this person and and she came from the Covenant. Fuck no, this is all good. This is all original. It was really, really, really shocking, and it was really edge of your seat. The episode seemed like it was 10 minutes to me because you never knew what was gonna happen. It just kept pushing and pushing. All I gotta say is, don't fuck it up. They got 2 hours to fuck it up.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Okay. I have a question real quick here because C. Williams said the episode airs on the 10th anniversary of Steve Jobs' death. So this episode aired on the 10th anniversary?
This one or next week's?
This one or next week?
The episode airs next week or this week?
This episode airs on the 10th anniversary of Steve Jobs'
This
death.
one, the one we just watched.
The one we're talking about right now? Yes.
So now make the connection. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I love that. What to expect when you're not expecting because you're a dude.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's funny. So I said, I've always said the same thing. I've always said the same thing my entire life. I want to be pregnant, or I want to get abducted by aliens because I'm gonna be rich. Call Oprah. That's all I eat. Call Oprah.
Oh, he said it aired.
Alfred. Oh, Eric. I'm not Alfred.
No.
So Steve Williams, elaborate.
So that's kind of creepy.
What does that mean? What does that mean to you, though? What do you get out of Steve Jobs in this?
I think it was just a nod to Steve Jobs.
It could have been, but I was thinking
with creation.
When they brought out the Jello molds, it looked like they had little black pills in them.
I know.
Oh God, stop!
But when they show it up close, you see it looks like a berry or something. There's like worm creatures in there.
Oh, I know.
We already know
that's what it looked like at first.
We already know that Muse was a blood. It was found off of blood, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Muse. Yeah. And so if there is probably this hybrid's blood that they're probably getting. Again, why am I putting this mess out in the universe? Stop. Okay. We don't want nothing to do with Red Tide. Okay, let me go on a soapbox about this really quick. If they want to use these 4 hours, that 2 of the 4 hours have proven to be some of their best work since Freak Show, since Asylum. If they're going to use at least one of 2 of the last 4 hours to clean up Red Tide, oh fuck off. I mean, you had your chance.
Well, we know for a fact they're using the last hour of it to clean it up because we're going back to Red Tide. According to the titles. According to the titles already.
I went back and looked at the titles. There is nothing.
Yeah.
I
heard all of that speculation that came preseason and like right at the turn. I thought all that was proven wrong. That we don't know all that for a fact yet.
That was all a rumor.
But we know how rumors tend to go every year, too. We put them off and go, okay, it's just a false rumor. And then it actually ends up happening.
We'll save the finale then for a big old ass soapbox. I'll pre-write it. Because it's why. Well, let's talk about the Leslie interviews because this is where we'll get into when we get into her interview. But I want to know what you guys think. What was your review? 2 minutes.
Let me say one thing first before you get into the interview, okay?
No, you guys got a review.
I went back and I looked at the episode, and yes, there are pills in the cup that they're giving to them. However, none of them look black. They look dark.
There was one that was like a blue or something, but there was no black.
But they didn't look black. So
and we know it's pills.
Yeah, there were pills.
I didn't pay attention. I didn't know.
They're just regular pills, but there was no black. There was like a blue one.
I mean, they could connect something short. I mean, this is Ryan's typical way. For all of our Debbie Bebbies out there, got to have this connection. They can say something, or they can be like, it could be an afterthought, an epiphany, like, oh, okay, I get that. Don't use the hour to like try and step by step explain what Red Tide. You screwed up Red Tide. Point blank. You took a story that was great for 5 episodes and you threw it out the window. That's your problem. That's your fault. Now you're giving us perfection. Don't ruin perfection because you ruined the first part. That's all I'm saying. This story is really good. It doesn't need anything of Red Tide in it. If you want to connect them on your own, like kind of a Lost kind of thing afterwards, and be like, you know what, I bet, and we can sit here and theorize for the next year. I love that. That's fine. Don't shove it down our throats. Don't say this is why this has existed because this exists this year. I'm not a stupid viewer. Let me think on my own.
This is the title of the last episode right here.
The Future Perfect?
Yep.
Yeah, that you could make that in conjunction to anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Red Tide.
They were originally before it actually said that they were going back to Red Tide. It actually said back to Red Tide.
I say with that. Oh, where'd it go? Hello.
We hear
Okay,
you.
sorry. I say it will. I say I'm expecting it. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, they did it. I can't believe they did it. I will be shocked if they don't do it. I'm expecting it, so I'm not going to be like mortified by it. I'm just going to be disappointed. I'm just going to be like, see, yeah. And I think a lot of people can feel the same way. I think a lot of people are really enjoying Death Valley for what it is and for the story that is presenting it. We don't need any of Red Tide now. If Red Tide had ended with the what's it called? The fifth episode?
Gaslight?
Gaslight. Yeah, Gaslight. If it ended with Gaslight, fine. You connect all you want, because then that would have been 5 great episodes leading into another series of episodes. But they had to have that garbage of that 6th episode in there. Don't clean it up. Leave it to be garbage. And let it be funny. Remember Red Tide? They fucked up. Oh, it was all garbage. Anyway. So,
okay,
Mel,
do you want to say something now?
I do.
I'll go last.
Can you hold the beast back?
I'll try.
No, I'm too excited about this season.
Okay, so one of the things I really liked about this episode, I know you were pumped about the present day stuff. I really like the black and white history stuff.
Oh, I do.
And I'm not a big history buff at all, but I do know a lot about the people we were talking about tonight. Mm-hmm. And I really liked that they kept with the actual American conspiracy theories of things like, Nixon hiding things and eavesdropping on people, and then the whole JFK and Marilyn Monroe thing. Yeah. And then, we know that allegedly he told her state secrets, and that's why he was assassinated. But that's also allegedly why she was mysteriously overdosed too. I mean, it's all still alleged, but there is strong conspiracy theory behind all of that,
because of all this area.
Mm-hmm. So I love that they did that, because I called it before they did it, because we knew Marilyn was going to be here. Yeah. So I called it before that. I forget her name.
She's really good.
She is
really good. Yeah. She's better than freaking Cindy Crawford's offspring.
What I loved was the intro. Did you guys notice the intro showed us more this time?
Yeah.
I hate these.
I'm not a big fan of the intro, but I did like that we got more from the first one to the second one.
I'm not a fan of this intro.
I know because of Debbie and everything that we talk about. Debbie's always pointing out little screenshots and stuff. Like with the Red Tide, there was so much information through the screenshots, and we really appreciate Debbie doing that. I try with this one. It grosses me out. It's really gross. It's really, really gross. There's something about the squiddy testes kind of.
It's non-human. It makes
I wasn't
not
even
natural.
Grossed out by Cults. I wasn't even grossed out by Cult's intro. This grosses me out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, and then the other thing that I loved was that, and I know you're going to hate this, Mike, so shut the fuck up and let me finish. Mamie mentions when, after Ike tells her, you need to call Jackie. And she says, no. And she says, they're still calling it, or they're calling it now the Pink Palace. Yeah. And she says that as if there's something wrong with blush tones. And we heard the same thing from Lily's character in part 1 when she was talking about her interior design and the blush tones, a blush tone scheme. That's not a coincidence. There's no fucking way a blush tone scheme was coincidence in both.
Let it be
parties.
poetic. Let it be poetic. Let us just follow. Not like, okay, so what? Now we're gonna say that Mamie Eisenhower from the future called up fucking Lily Rabe and says, "Paint this house pink."
Maybe.
Get out of here. God.
No, but I loved, like I said though, I loved Sarah as Mamie.
I didn't like her the first episode.
I love the way she looked. I did, yes. I wasn't as big a fan of hers until this episode. I mean, it was Sarah. You can't go wrong. And she did look great in the part. And I loved her voice, the way she had changed her voice.
Okay, you guys are pumping up his ego here. You guys got to knock it off, all right?
I'll be here all night. Let's do this.
But I really liked when we got the reveal of Angelica at the end as the half human, half alien hybrid there.
I just
was
how
badass.
Beautiful she was. How freaking, because we talked about it.
And she moved, like you said, elegantly and softly, like she flowed.
Was it Debbie that brought it up, or B, when we were talking about before the episode aired, that it could have been Gaga? There was some speculation that Ryan was bringing somebody back that we all requested, and
It
we
was
saw the
one of the
outfit. We thought it was Gaga. Oh man, Angelic was so freaking just angelic about the whole thing, and the way she moved was so alien. It was so not. She didn't move right. It was it was cool. Anyway, sorry, Bill. It's gorgeous. I fucking.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Your turn.
I loved the episode. I agree with you, Mel. I liked the all the black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I did like parts of the Gen X stuff. Although I am gonna bring some stuff up now that nobody else has brought up. Okay.
Cindy's little offspring demon that has no business being on screen.
All right. There was a post saying they were actually comparing.
Oh, come on. Oh, man. I forgot we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, we're going to bring it. Okay, I'm going to bring it. This is going to piss you off, but I don't care. They're actually trying to compare her to Jessica Lange. They're trying to say...
They did compare her to Jessica Lange. They flat out said that.
Yeah, and I was just like, where in the hell did this come from? This kid This kid is, yes, she's beautiful. I give her that, okay? But she cannot act to save her life. Okay,
that crying fit that she did. Oh God, it was terrible.
I can't stand her. I literally cannot stand her.
She is on screen because she is Cindy Crawford's daughter. That's it.
Are we?
Bye.
That's the only thing.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about
bitch from season 1 or part 1.
Kira Garber. She's the one who played.
Oh. Yeah.
His girlfriend.
The cardboard cutout.
Yeah. She cannot act at all. She is the worst. There are no acting classes that will help this poor girl.
You see, and she may be nice, bless her heart. Who cares? She may be the sweetest person on the planet, but she's there because she's entitled. That is only reason she's there. Is because
that's what Ryan does
with that repertoire of those actors, and then he puts somebody like her in there just because he's what has he got a heart on for Crawford? I mean, Cindy Crawford can't act either.
Now everybody else in the cast is doing a great job. I got to say, even
God, Isaac.
Isaac's
doing so good.
They're all doing.
I know Isaac,
but she makes my skin crawl. I'm sorry.
I'm just so indifferent because I'm just like, yeah, we know why she's there. You just got to roll with it. It is what it is.
But I love the episode so much. This was my favorite episode besides Gaslight. Gaslight was my favorite until this one hit.
This one might be my favorite episode
really good.
since Freak Show.
Yeah.
This is a really, really good episode. Well, yeah. I liked a lot of Farrell too, though. I thought Farrell was as brilliant as this.
Farrell was good.
This is Ryan and Brad at their best.
Yeah.
This is why we like Horror Story. This is why they're so creative.
C. Williams wishes that they focus more on Jamie because there's something up with her. And I agree.
Who's Jamie? Who the fuck's Jamie?
Girl.
Oh,
the black girl.
Oh, okay. So I like her too. She's a good actress. She's got some talent. And Isaac, both of the boys are. Cal's really kind of faded into the background though. The other boyfriend, he's just kind of Isaac's kind of really taken over the role, and that's great for Isaac because Isaac is such a new actor, and he's so new on the scene. He came right out of theater school and got the gig at Once on This Island, and that's it, and that's where he's gone from there. So good for him.
So this one is for you, Mike. She says, yes, Mike, Ryan has a hard-on for 80s Cindy Crawford as an icon.
This is 2021. Cindy's not in the 80s no more.
She's all, this stream is great and freaking hilarious. Yes, it is.
We'll get some memes. Hashtags and memes. We'll get some promotion out. T-shirts, Debbie. T-shirts, girl. T-shirts.
We need merch. Well,
who the fuck is Alma Colo, bro? Okay. Oh. All right. Grace.
Dude, you had me fucking
Scores.
choking on my food.
Don't choke. Don't choke. I'm not there to give you the Heine lick. I can't Heine lick over the phone.
Oh, we can't help
My
you.
eyes are watering and shit. Oh, Lord.
I can't give no one a Heine lick. Okay. Grades. What's your grade? What do you rate it?
Who?
Anyone,
I will
don't care.
give this one. I'll give this one. I really like this one. But I really wasn't down with the present day shit as much. So I'm gonna go with like an 8.75.
You're wrong.
We're all allowed our opinion. Yes, you are, but it's wrong.
Yes, you are, but it's wrong. Okay. I'm gonna give this one, and you know how low my ratings have been.
Keep it
Really
low.
low.
Keep your head low. Oh,
Yeah.
you got to keep your head low.
However, I'm giving this episode ties for me with Gaslight. I gave
really?
Gaslight.
Okay.
I gave Gaslight a 9. I also give this one a 9.
I give this one the Isaac is God score. And that is what will be the Isaac is God score? Well, he can't be though because Thomas
Remember,
God.
we have two more episodes left, so remember that.
And Tom has already got that role. So I'll give it a 9.5. Just to be a little bit safe, just in case something gets better. I've not given a 9. I've not given a 9 since Cult.
That's true. You haven't. Okay, let's see what everybody else says.
Keep it low.
DJ Zero says 8.5.
You're wrong.
Oh, stop. Afro. Hello, Afro. You snuck in.
My
Where the
man.
fuck you been?
Gotcha, my man.
9.3. Blaze gives it a 9.2.
All right.
Ooh, White Bear Productions gives it a 7.9 out of 10.
Get out.
Ouch.
Oh, hi, Nuke. Just kidding. Why? Wait. Go back to White Bear.
Oh, thank you. Maureen gives it a 9.
Go back to White Bear. Let's ask White Bear.
Big 9.
Let's ask White Bear Productions why so low.
Okay, White Bear, why so low?
Nuke wants to know. Hi, Nuke.
And while they're telling us that, I'm going to continue to go here. Okay, BRT, 9.5 out of 10.
I know I spoiled it for them. They weren't done. They weren't done last night. And I was like,
I did want more Amelia's story too. B. I did. I felt like Lily got done dirty. Like we could have had so much more of her.
I forgot how the Amelia story ended.
She died on the
She was patient zero, and that was the one. The creature crawled out of her stomach, and the president went in, shot it. Yeah.
Okay. That's right.
Okay, and Julie Green gives it an 8.
Nice.
Wrong.
All right, so White Bear, a bit conflicted in the present.
Nah.
Well, was anybody else confused on the time jumps in the past? Because it kind of skipped around a little bit. It was a little bit weird.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't confusing, but they did jump around a bit. They did.
I was just.
I liked the flow of how they jumped around, though.
I was a little because I didn't know who Kennedy was. I was like, who is it? Oh, it's Kennedy. Okay, now I get kind of where we're at.
He didn't look like
was just so off on Kennedy. All right, so that's a pretty general consensus. This is a good part of the season. This is Death Valley so far so good.
Yeah.
All right, Leslie. If the other thing that we build that we're going to talk about very briefly is there is a small interview on GameSpot Radar, which if you guys haven't aren't subscribing,
it's GameSpot Universe.
Yeah, GameSpot Universe. If you have not subscribed to them or watched their coverage, basically this is two guys, Ryan and Greg, and they started out.
Ryan and Greg cover AHS. They have a bunch of other people who cover a bunch of other stuff.
Ryan and Greg cover a bunch of shows, but they're primarily AHS.
They're AHS,
They started out similar to this kind of thing. They were and they started out with Cult, I believe, or maybe it was Roanoke was doing daily weekly coverage from it, and then breaking it down in Easter eggs and all that stuff. But they really got put on the map with their coverage for Castle Rock season 1, because Castle Rock season 1 was so confusing and Greg and Brian really broke it down, and I started following them because of that, because it's like I gotta listen to these guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on in this. This is just absolutely crazy, and they do a really, really good job. They have done such a good job with their channel and with their coverage that now they were like the AHS covers. You know, they get the actors, the interviews. They work directly with in conjunction with FX and doing this. So congratulations to those two guys. It is amazing stuff. And they've been doing some interviews with some of the actors. They had a Frances McDormand interview, not Frances McDormand, Frances Conroy's interview. They've done Leslie. They
did Angelica.
Right? Angelica, yeah, that's right. That was really, really good with them. Anyway, so Greg just did an interview with Leslie. She's a great interview. Let me tell you, she's really personal. She's really down to earth, and she kind of slips up. She kind of gives a lot of information. And there was a couple points that she gave that I thought were really compelling in this interview. And the first one goes in the theory that our own Lady Di talked about at the beginning of this, during the finale of Red Tide, and that was the whole COVID experience, and that this is maybe kind of rushed because of COVID. It didn't have enough time. Leslie completely contradicted that and said they had more time than they've ever had on a show, and they had the scripts done. They had a lot of time with these characters and a lot of time with the script. So I'm like, so y'all fucked it up on purpose. It wasn't no accident because of COVID.
You can't say it's fucked up till it's over.
Y'all intended it that way. Exactly. So, true. I'll give you that.
We never know. You never know what could happen. It's still a crap
episode, but we don't know what's going to happen. I don't care. I hope they don't touch on it. But anyway.
I don't care.
So she said that. She talked about that. And then she also talked about the characters, about Angelica's character and her character from Red Tide, and how they have no insight. They have no direction or no follow-up on what happened to these characters. So as far as those two characters and moving the storyline forward, there's not going to be a move forward with the storyline as far as they know, because she had no knowledge. They created the future themselves. And Leslie was cute. She said her and Angelica kind of thought together and got together that they were a couple, that they were lesbians, and they went off in the sunset happily ever after, got together, and they liked that. But the way she talked, it was very forthcoming and very honest, that they're not giving any direction on or filming any additional scenes on moving forward. So at least we know if there's any connections. It's not going to be, let's take these characters in and move their story forward. Let's explain what the hell happened to that stupid bitch Alma, and they're the vampire eating cops and crap, and who cares? We're not going to get to it, because we know that the end of Red Tide was the end of Red Tide, and that's all even these actors know. They're not going to go further. Now, if there is going to be any explanation, it will probably be about the general history and stuff of Muse and of the pill, of that maybe, but it's not going to be character specific and what happened after. And I thought that was poignant. I thought that was really good. She also said that she talked about the two characters, about her, Ursula and Calico, and how she liked them, loved them both, but she thought they were diametrically different, completely the opposite, and she's playing them completely the opposite, and that she based Ursula off some real
is
people.
An amalgamation of a bunch of people that she's met in her career.
Yeah,
and she just basically made it up that way.
Yeah, and that she's playing Calico opposite from the emotional responses that Ursula would have, and that cool. Is pretty neat. Mm-hmm. And she's
and that was another thing that we were talking about, is that this Calico character, like it, mm-hmm. The conversation I was having as we were watching the show, not you guys, but us here, and mm-hmm. It's just that, we were talking before about how Leslie kind of seems like this one-trick pony in a way. Her characters tend to be a lot mm-hmm. alike, whereas I really want to see where this Calico character goes, because
I thought about that.
It seems like we know there's going to be more about her in the next episode, so she's an important character. So it's going to be interesting to see, because it already seems like she's a more sympathetic character than Leslie usually is.
I thought about that because I had just recently done a rewatch of several stuff. I watched half of Asylum, and then I had to throw it in the garbage. And then I did rewatch kind of 1984, and that's trash too. But her characters in each one of those, what I think is all of this is, I'm gonna put my own foot in my mouth and say that.
And you haven't already.
You haven't already.
Hey, I always say when I eat crow, I'll eat crow. I will tell you flat off. But what I feel now, rewatching her characters, watching the interview, watching her talk about her inspiration and her acting stuff moving forward, with her characters, I think all of these are Leslie energy, but the characters are all dynamically different, presented through Leslie energy. I mean, because when you watch her in interviews, that's who she is. That's how she is. That's how she.
Yeah.
But the motivations and stuff of the characters are dynamic, very different. You watch her in that damn beekeeper outfit in Cult, and the way she's so giddy and quirky, very very different from Ursula. Ursula knows what the fuck she's talking about. She's
or
stone
even
cold.
from like Coco from Apocalypse.
Apocalypse, yeah. I will be putting the link to the interview that we are talking about in the description below.
And check those guys out. Yeah, look, I tell you, if you're into Castle Rock, go back and watch where their shining moment was of their channel is. It's amazing work that they've done. But they are fun to watch every week. I watch them every week from Horror Story. They do a lot of they'll go through scene by scene. They'll all the Easter eggs and stuff. We get a lot of information from them. Greg Ryan, if you're out, Greg Ryan.
Yeah.
Come on, Snax. Hook us up. Hook us up. Come on. I'm funny. Hook us up. What else? So next week, there's an episode. AHS Death Valley, episode 3.
Next week, there's an episode.
If you guys are okay, let me mention one thing really quick. If you guys are not watching American Crime Story, I think now they have started. I did see an ad that they have started, I think, streaming it on FX now.
I have to look.
This is a Michael E. Crow moment. This is that guy eats his own foot. Because I had no intention of watching this. I had no interest in watching, the Clintons and being sensationalized. This might be Ryan's best work. This is definitely Sarah's. This is definitely career changing for Sarah Paulson.
Well, and aren't they getting ready to? I think this weekend or something. They're binging. They say binge it, and they're
that's what I'm saying. I think they're streaming it. Yeah. The fact that Monica Lewinsky in real life, the real Monica, is executive producer on this and gave all of her insight and all of her own personal experience, and then you watch the character Monica Lewinsky in there, they're not favoring her. They are being very, very. She is being very, very honest and very hard on herself. They are making Monica comes off like a twit. Just that complete and a young schoolgirl crush who is
and that's what it was
naive to all this. Yeah, and so for her to bring that honesty forward in the whole thing, I don't think they're trying to shine a bad light on Clinton. I don't think they're trying to shine a bad light on Monica. They're showing the error of these human beings, and it's like I said. We'll see when it's all said and done, but I might say that this is Ryan's best work. This is career defining for him, and Sarah, it is career defining for Sarah. It is absolutely phenomenal. So we'll do a whole series review.
The episode title for next week is Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, you saw Miss Vandy. Hey, what's that? What is that, guys? Everything should be a musical. Everybody should break out the song. We're gonna get copyright strike, but that's all right. Wow, we can't get copyright strike because I can't fucking sing, so it's not like it's a song. Angelica,
Eliza,
and Peggy.
Tonight, if anybody's out there's interested, I know we got some gay folks in the audience. We got some, some queer baiting on our channel. Madam X the tour premieres on Paramount Plus tonight. I know it's a big deal for Madonna fans and for stuff. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on it, I've been to every Madonna concert except for Madam X. I did not get those $3,000 tickets to go see that show, but I have seen all of her other tours before, except for the first couple. I'll be watching it when it premieres. So if you guys want to hear what I have to say about the Madam X tour, let me know. I'll rant about it.
You guys are going to make us.
I love that album, by the way. I love that album. So I'll probably have a lot of positive things to say.
You guys are going to make his head blow up. Look at this.
You can't do what's already been done.
Cody Fern will be on next Wednesday. Oh, yes. God. That's another one that can't act out of a shoebox. I'm sorry.
I know.
Sorry, Cody.
But he's so nice to look at.
He's so nice in real life.
He's nice to look at.
Cody's
a great guy.
Amazing. He can't help it.
So I guess that about wraps it up.
That's so funny when he did Feral. I'm like, why is he using that bad Australian accent?
I know, and I'm like, that's his accent.
Well, oops. Sorry, Cody.
He's an Aussie.
I tell you, no. Wait. I'm gonna eat one more crow. In American Crime Story, Versace, his David is really good, And those of you do not know my past and have not seen Marigold's channel and the special that we did on Versace is I knew Andrew Cunanan, and I was in that scene during those times. So if you haven't checked that out, it's on Mary's channel. We'll find a link to it because I gave a whole spiel about what was going on then in San Diego and the whole scene. So to my respect to Cody, his David is somebody that I knew, and the character that he played, and so he did really well. He really presented David in a really good light. So bless his heart.
Guys in the house.
Rest in peace, David. Rest in peace.
Lady Di is in the house.
What's up, Mama? Hey, Lady Di, did you hear? Leslie clocked you. She clocked you on your theory. Blame Leslie, not me. She said, Lady Di.
Oh, Lord.
Just popped in to say what?
She popped in to say hi.
Those are fighting words.
Say hi.
Hi, Mama. Call me. Have a good vacation.
So I want to take this opportunity to plug myself. And for those of you who don't know, right? Hey, it depends on what you're doing.
That's a whole other show.
My plug is different than your plug.
Get your mind out of the
That's
gutter.
a whole other show.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Do you want me to get mine? Well, show and tell.
No.
All right,
That's the truth.
Everybody get their mind out of the gutter now. Okay.
Why? Okay, go ahead.
Mel, go ahead.
So, for those of you who don't know, I know there's a good portion of you here who do, but for those of you who don't know, I have my own independent channel that is Lunar Love and Light on YouTube. And there is a link in the description box below. I implore you guys to come over there and check me out sometime. I am just going through a journey of awakening, and I do channeled letters and pull tarot cards and oracle cards over there.
Can you explain channel letters to me?
I
don't get it. I don't get it.
I can.
Yeah, explain it because I mean I like the inspiration stuff you do. I need it too. Me and you've had private things. I just don't understand this channel letter thing.
It's like automatic. It's automatic writing is what it is.
What do you mean by automatic writing?
It's like everybody has a different process, but you sit down, you start writing, or like a word pops into your head or a sentence, and you're like, I got to write that down.
Train of thought.
And then you just go from there, and it's like you don't even know what you've written until you go back and look at it. Like when I read my letters, I don't even know what they say until I read them back because I did it as I wrote it. When I
build my little things off the top of my head, that's why I just go. Just go,
and it's the same thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Same thing. So yeah, so if you guys would like to, I would greatly appreciate you guys checking it out. Come on over, see what we got over there. And I guess that's pretty much it for my shameless plugs. So
Are you doing your plugs? Are you going to show and tell your plugs over there?
Shameless plug.
I'll pull them out and show them too over there.
I can come on as a guest.
Yeah, you could.
All right.
With that, we will say we love you guys. We love you for being here. We will see you in the next one. Be kind to yourself and be kind to someone else because they deserve it too. All right.
No.
Good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. So bye, Nuke.